everyone! Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So for today, we're going to learn how to get the center and the radius of a circle whose center is not on the origin, and we're also going to learn how to graph and to identify the coordinates of the circle. So a quick recap in our first video, we learned how to get the center and the radius of a circle by simply getting the value of h and k, switching their sign and putting them together as h and k. And we also learned how to get the radius by simply getting the square root of that number. But what if our number or our radius given in the equation is not a perfect square? So if you want to learn more about that, keep on watching. Let's say, for example, that our problem is x minus 3 squared plus y plus 8 squared is equal to 3. In order to get the value of our center, we have to equate x minus 3 to 0. Now let's add positive 3 on both sides so that we can cancel negative 3 on the left side. So now we have x is equal to positive 3. Meanwhile, on this one, we need to subtract negative 8 on both sides so that we can cancel positive 8 on the left side. So now our center or our h and k is positive 3 and negative 8. So now let's get our radius. We need to get the square root of the given, and since this is not a perfect square and we can simplify this any further, it will remain as the square root of 3. So the square root of 3 is our radius. Now that we already have our center and our radius, we can graph our circle. In our Cartesian plane, the x-axis is the horizontal line while the y-axis is the vertical line. Our center consists of x and y. In this problem, our x is positive 3 and our y is negative 8. Now let's look for positive 3 in our x-axis and negative 8 in our y-axis. So that is now our center, and then next, let's plot our radius. Since our radius has a radical sign in it, let's get the decimal point of the square root of 3, which is 1.73 or 1.7. Now let's move 1.7 points to the left, to the right, upwards, and downwards. Now that we already graphed our circle, let's identify our coordinate.
How do we identify the coordinates?
Let's say, for example, that we have point A located right here. So, very important note, each coordinate of a point consists of x and y. So let's say, for example, that this is our point A. So in order to get our x coordinate, we can draw a line that goes directly towards our x-axis, and then we're gonna go directly to positive 3. That means positive 3 is our x coordinate for point A. And then if we're going to identify which one is our our coordinate, we can draw a line that goes directly to our y-axis, and then we're gonna end up in negative 3. So negative 3 is our y coordinate. So this is now our coordinate for point A. Now that you already know how to identify the coordinates, these are the coordinates for problem number 1. Great! Now let's try another example that is a little bit more complicated than our first example. Now let's say our problem is x plus 4 squared plus y plus 6 squared is equal to the square root of 33. There is a radical sign, but we'll cross the bridge when we get there. First, let's get our center. Now same process, equate x plus 4 to 0. Subtract negative 4 on both sides, and now we have x is equal to negative 4. Let's repeat the process. Y plus 6 is equal to 0. Subtract negative 6 on both sides, cancel positive 6 on the left side, and now we have y is equal to negative 6. So our center is negative 4 and negative 6. Now let's move on to the fun part. Let's get our radius. For this one, it's just the same process. You just need to get the square root of the square root of 33. And the square root of the square root of 33 is 2.39, or if we round it up, it's 2.4. Now, we already have our center and our radius. Now let's go and graph our circle. So again, for our center, our x is negative 4 and our y is negative 6. So let's look for -4 in our x-axis and -6 in our y-axis. Our radius is 2.4, so let's move 2.4 units from our center on both sides and up and down. And there you have it. Now that you already graphed your circle, let us now identify our coordinates. And there you have it, our coordinates for problem number 2. And that is it. That is where our video ends. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I am hoping that you learned something from this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video.